Hello everyone, Mike is here. Welcome to Mr. My Calculus Academy, the easiest and the fastest way to learn mathematics. Before we start, kindly click the subscribe button for more updates of our YouTube videos. So let's begin. Suppose this is the problem. John and Mike have 837 stamps altogether. John has 25% more stamps than Mike. How many more stamps does John have than Mike? Suppose this is percents, okay? The total number of stamps is 837. Do not forget to encircle the given and underline the question. Box the math word, meaning there's a more than word, meaning the word more than and the altogether, they have the total and they are comparing. Now, you may pause this video for a while and try to find out based on your way. Now, if you are familiar with this thing, now if you're done, let's begin. Let's say we may represent J as John and M for Mike. Now, if they have the total of 837 stamps altogether, and how about for John? John has 25% more compared to Mike, meaning we may be able to represent this as in percents. Don't forget, John is longer compared to Mike. Now, if this is longer, our rule here, do not forget that it's just 25% more compared to Mike. If this is 25% more, okay, 25%, and this is 100%, this is the base number. If they have the total of 837 stamps altogether, the question was how many more, meaning the difference between John and Mike. Now, you may pause once more and try to find out on your own. But if you're sure with your answer, or you want to find out already the answer, let's begin. Now, we may be able to represent x as the 100%. Luckily, there are a lot of ways to represent this. We may be able to use the fraction also. If you want to use the fraction, do not forget that 25% is also 1/4 because 25 over 100 in lowest term is 1 over 4. And therefore, 25% is also 1/4. Now, again, 25 over 100 to represent 25%. Now, in lowest term, dividing for 25 by 25 and 100 by 25, that will become 1 over 4. Now, what will happen here, since it is 1 over 4, we may be able to divide everything by 4 equal parts. If this is 25%, meaning this is can be 0.25 for each bars. In decimal, the percent or 25% is 0.25. Since we already used the x to represent for the whole, but instead of using this, we may be able to use x for each bars. Let's see if they have the same answer. If we use different techniques. do not forget that the total also is 837. Now, it depends on you which type will you prefer, but do not forget that 25% more for John compared to Mike. Okay? The question was, what is the difference between John's stamps or the number of stamps that John has and then the number of stamps that Mike have? Now, what will happen here? We may be able to use any of these two. Now, if you want to represent Mike's amount of stamps, it can be 1x. And for John, this will become 1.25. Since 25% is 0.25 in decimal, so we may be able to use this. Now, do not forget that the total number of John's stamps and Mike's have is 1.25 of x plus 1x or x, simply x, equals 87, 837. So this will be our equation for percents. Now, how about if you use the fractions? Do not forget that this is 100% and this is 125% also, and this is 0%. Dividing this into 25% is still the same. Now, since this is 100%, so luckily, we don't need to deal with these percents anymore. We may be able to use 9x, a total of 9x equals 837, which is correct. So you may pause this video for a while and try to find out on your own. But if you want to find out right now, so let's proceed. Now, if you combine these two numbers, this will become 2.25 of x equals 837. In this case, this is dividing both sides by 9. What will happen here? 9x over 9 equals 837 over 9. Now, what will happen here? This will become 9 divided by 9 is 1 or simply 1x. And then dividing 83 by 9 is 9 with the remainder of 2. So 27 divided by 9 is 3. So 93. Now, what will happen here if we will divide both of these numbers by 2.25? So this is very large number, unfortunately. So it depends on your perseverance, but since this is just only a tutorial video, so we may be able to use calculator. But as much as possible, if you can, um, you may do the pen and paper instead. Now, based on our quotient, so dividing these numbers, so x is equal to, okay, so 2.25 divided by itself is still 1. Now, what will happen here, if you will divide this by decimal, 837 divided by 2.25. The rule here, if you want to use paper and pen, you just have to move these decimals twice and also this thing. Now, what will be the number here? So this is very large number. So let's allow to use the calculator. So according to our calculator, so 837 divided by 2.25 is 372. Okay? So it has a quotient of 372 for the value of x. Now, it seems like your first impression, our answer may be different. But do not forget that the question itself is still the same also. But they are different in also in representation. Now, if this unknown for the fraction is x, this is also represented as 0.25 of x. just simply multiply 0.25 by 3.72 or get the one-fourth of 372. So this is just also one-fourth of 372 over 1. Now, dividing these 372 by 4, so what will be the number? So this will be 36 divided by 4 is 9 with the since this is 37, remainder 1, bring down 12, 2, so this will become 12. 12 divided by 4 is 3. So 93. It's still the same. Luckily, for the fraction, since this is x, may be able to solve this answer already. Now, the number of stamps that the John Moore have, I mean, that the number of John than Mike is 93 stamps. Okay. John have 93 more. Don't forget the word more. More stamps for comparing than Mike. If you want to find out if the answer is really correct, we may be able to use the checking. How will you check this? If you want to check this, just try to add each bars. Let's say, suppose I may be able to use this fraction thing for checking only. Now, 5x. 5 multiplied by 93. Let's see if they have the same total as 837. 4, 4 times 93. So multiplying 5 by 93. So 3 times 5 is 15. Regroup of 1. 9 times 5 is 45 plus 6 is 46. So 465. Putting it together with 93 multiplied by 4. So 3 times 4 is 12. Regroup of 1. 4 times 9 is 36 plus 1 is 37. Combining these numbers, so 5 plus 2, it will become 7. 6 plus 7 is 13. Carry 1. 1 plus 4 plus 3 is 8. So it seems like the number of stamps that they have is still the same altogether. Now, thank you for watching, everyone. So if you really like this video, so do not forget to like this video and don't forget to subscribe for more updates of our YouTube videos. So this is Mike's now. Thank you for watching. So you may go right now. So thank you for watching. See you next time.